Okay, so this is the video for February 3rd, 2015. Crazy day today. The euro's way up. I think at some point it was almost up 2% on a day. I traded short all day, and I don't know if it was the smartest thing to do, but I did it conservatively, and I was able to make money. The thing is that it was just every time I was like, oh, it's gotta pull back, it's overdone, and sure enough it kept going. So the irony on all that is that I started with a long position in the morning. Let's just get rid of that so it looks a little bit more normal. So basically there was a trading range in the overnight, trading range here that's kind of turning into a bull channel here, and so basically we try to come down. There's a nice little breakout to the upside after a test of the 200 EMA, and then I do my usual buying the 20 EMA on a pullback from a nice leg. You know, that was a nice leg. I mean, there was a tail here, but still, this was a really good bar. It had tested the 200 EMA and increasing volume, so I was like, why not? But then it just basically was just bouncing around, even turned red for a minute, and I was like, this thing is going nowhere. I'm going to take what it's giving me and reevaluate. So I took 4 pips, and like I said, the reason was that it was just really going nowhere for 20-30 minutes. Sure enough, at this point I was happy. I was, it's a good idea to get out, and then all of a sudden it bounces here, and I don't know what. There was no news. There was no scheduled news. I think Greece. I don't even pay attention to news so much. I just pay attention to when they come out, if they're scheduled, to make sure I'm not trading right in front of it. But I really only trade technical analysis, not fundamental. So, anyways, it bounces, and I'm like, whoa. It's a nice bar again. Why did I enter here? Let me look on the 15 minutes. I think I had so much stuff on the chart that actually I removed all the drawings because it's just too busy, Yeah, that's what it was. It was basically a measured move from that trading range. So I measured the trading range, and I entered when it was basically when it had given me a measured move. And after I did that at first because again that was my plan, but I realized the size of the bar here. This is not the size of the bull bar closing almost on its low. I was hoping if it would pull back more, but I was closing almost on its low. I just decided, I was like, this looks like it wants to go up. I'm not gonna hang in there too long. So I took 6 pips. Then I entered again, and just show the marks on the 15 minutes because I can't remember why I entered this second short. Yeah, the second short, that was 86. I don't remember exactly what it was. I believe it was basically a break above that bar. It's probably going to pull back a little bit, and sure enough, it keeps going. No, you know what? It was a measured move. Actually, it was a measured move on the 15 minutes, something like that. Yeah, that's what it was. It was that measured move, I believe. Because I only enter on measured moves now, and I mean, not only, but if I'm going to enter counter trend trade, I wait for a significant level. Yeah, so that's what it was. It was a measured move from the leg up, pull back, and so I entered, and it kept going, and another big green bar closing on its own near its high on a high volume. Even though that was a nice reversal bar, there was less volume in there, so I was like, I'm going to take a tick. I think I took a tick. Yeah, I took a tick, and sure enough, and then it kept going. So ideally, if I wasn't short, that would have been a nice long to get in here at 1391. But I was just again, I was my mind was focused on getting out of my short, not on going long at the time. So then I let it keep going. What's this? I think this was that measured move. Another short up there. Must have been this measured move if I remember right. Yeah, okay, that's what I should have done. I should have waited for that measured move. I got a little bit impatient because I wanted to trade, and this was a doji here. I figured, okay, it's probably going to pull back a little bit. Let me try to see if I can buy above it and hope for a pullback. It didn't happen, kept going, but they are just 10 pips above. I waited a little bit more than pip. Yeah, I waited 12 pips because that's what here was my measured move. I was waiting for this trade. This was just basically a being impatient trade again. I still have to I still have to get better at that, but I was like, I think my reasoning was okay, above that doji, maybe, you know, because it's already way up, maybe it's going to come down. It might not go up there, but then I was like, if anything, it's a good spot to add because it's 10 pips above my trade, and on top of it, it's a place I wanted to short to begin with. Keeps going for a while, so I get a little bit nervous here, of course, and then starts pulling. First forms a doji. So when I see this bar here close, I'm pretty happy. I'm like, okay, this is probably not going much higher now. It tries again, and I don't think I would have added. I wouldn't add I don't add third positions that lightly anymore because, you know, like then all of a sudden my position is too big to manage emotion free. But I saw that happen. I was like, this bar, it's good. Yeah, it might keep going a little bit, but it's gonna pull back at some point. Sure enough, I took basically I waited 12 pips, and then I got out. So 10 pips on that one, and minus. It was like a +9. It was basically I think 11 pips and minus. 11 pips and -2. That's what it was. Okay, so then it keeps going, and I'm really looking to short again because now we have a range here, a flat trading range, and again, no, that's not what I wanted. And again, I'm being impatient because I saw that, and I was like, wow, it just broke out this high by a lot of pips until it came back to the breakout area. So it actually never came back to this breakout area, but basically the breakouts have been pretty big. So I'm like, okay, even if it's a flat range, still we have this in place. I should not trade as soon as the range is broken. I should wait at least 10 pips at least to get the equivalent of a scalp for the balls, you know, basically that breaks out, they take 10 pips and then they sell out to take a profit. I could have sold that, and I did actually, but I still got impatient and sold at the break before instead of waiting. So, and this trade was kind of scared me because like it breaks out of the trading range. I get in at 50, I added 60, 62 actually, yeah. I added 62, and it keeps going, and then here there was I'm like, okay, I don't like adding a third position so much, but still I want to still I'm like, it's overdone, it's gotta pull back at some point. So I look at my next target, at my next short, and basically my next short would be a projection up, a measured move from that trading range, and which we have here at 77. But I actually got in at 78, but on this one I was like, okay, I'm not going to add a whole position because I just nervous from this. I was like, who knows what's going to happen today. So instead of this one, I put 5 pips. It's a 10 pip trade because I entered at 78, added at 88, and got out at break even on the first entry, which is 10 pips on the second. But the reason I got 5 plus 5 is because it's a half position, because I don't want to add a whole position at that point. So basically, and then it comes back. I get out of this second entry at the EMA from 62 from 61 to 57, so 4 pips. And this thing I get out, basically I get out of this one at break even at 50. The only thing that I did is that I was like, what if it really pours back now? I kept a little bit of that entry. It was an entry at 20,000. I mean, I entered short here with 20,000 euros or dollars. And I only got out of 10,000. You can't see it because it only shows the marks here, but basically I just got off half of this one. So the first half break even, and the second half actually I kept all the way here, and this is basically, it was 44 pips from my entry, but since again I'd gotten rid of half, it's a half position, so I counted it as 22 pips. 22 pips based on the full position of 20,000 at the moment. All right. So anyway, so I mean, I keep part of my position again here, but now I'm like, okay, let me try to short again. And this again was probably a premature short. Should have waited a little bit longer, but still worked out. So I enter here at 71. There's basically a break above that. It was also slightly more than a scalp on this long, which I figured people are going to start scalping the longs here because the trend is so overextended. I guess it didn't happen this way, but that's what I figured. So I'm like, okay, let me get in short here. Keeps going, so I get in at 71, add at 81, and I'm lucky to the tick. Basically, I'm lucky to get rid of my position back at break even on the first entry. 10 pips on the second, so it's the equivalent of a one 10 pip trade, and and then it resumes up, and I'm like, whoa. I still want to. Yeah, I can't help. I mean, I'm not. The thing is that I keep thinking it's not gonna go anymore, so I don't want to go long. But in the meantime, once it has made the move, I don't want to go long anymore either because I don't want to chase. So basically, the only thing to do is to short. I mean, that's how I thought of it. This here was what was that? I think it was that measured move here, something like that. Yeah, the first entry was the measured move, that leg, and then I added 10 pips. And there was something else. There was actually a level here too. There was a level here at my second entry. Let's see. Oh yeah, it was actually the measured move on the whole thing. It was the measured move of the first leg, of the first big leg there, I believe. Yeah, that's what it was. A little bit before that, but yeah, that's what it was. Basically the measured move of that really big leg here. So it's it was basically, oh, where's my, oh, there it is, yeah. So it was basically 20 pips on the main position, which really, in terms of, I had two trades where I used half position. This one here, and this here I basically got rid of half, which is kind of stupid. I should have gotten rid of the whole thing. Obviously, it was going to bounce up 50. If anything, get rid of the whole thing and reshort like I did, because obviously after such a strong leg up, it breaks out of the range, tests the range. There's actually plenty of reasons to go long here. So at the very least, I should have gotten rid of everything, but I was just hoping that it would fall down, and it did. But it would have been a much better day if I didn't keep this position here. But whatever, I did. So yeah, quite a few trades today, but I can't call that over trading. I mean, I have to say that I did wait for a good reason, even though I was counter trend trading, which is not necessarily the smartest thing to do on a trade like on a trend like that. But I was not entering like just for the heck of it. I was actually really following my plan. Basically, I was taking entries that I have on my trading plan that are valid. So I can't say that. I mean, I can't complain too much. The only problem is that by thinking short all day, it was a lot of stress to make not so much pips, and in the meantime I wasn't going long. It would have been a lot easier to go long. I was actually looking, well, here I was long, but even after the breakout I was looking to go long here. I had a long order here, buy order here, but at the EMA it didn't touch it. And this EMA I didn't take, and the reason why I didn't take it is because I was short. So I was thinking of getting on my short rather than going long. Same for here. That was a good entry. That would have been a really good long entry on a break of this mini bar here. The reason I didn't go long here was because I was short, and my mind was focusing on getting on my shorts, not on going long. So that's the reason. All right, that's it for today. Be back at it tomorrow.